while I'm establishing the shot, and of course my hair. Now, usually the Illuminati require two things: either you shave all your hair off, or you sacrifice a family member, male or female, somebody important to you. If you believe in the Illuminati, and it looks like YouTube is advertising me now live on your channel, blah blah blah. So it will take the guys a few seconds because, as soon as they see the buffering is like rip F in the chat, they got him, Mossad. And you should see this video where Iranians caught 70 Mossad agents and they were all averting their faces like this. Like, I don't want to be known as a failure or a real loser. But some of them were like, yeah, we got caught. It's like fucking paintball. So we're lying here and we're getting fed. You know? Me, if I ever got caught, thank you for the likes. Wow, amazing. I didn't even have to ask her. How wonderfully sweet. May the Lord Jesus Christ and the Virgin Mary bless all you do. Because, Sean from the bus said, my Lord is not coming. He never left. And I was like, yeah, that can't debate that at all. So, this is a little bit of the sweet. This is from my auntie near her church. And as you can see, there's a lot of rocks and stuff. Hey, Jiz, who's my favorite MK Ultra asset of all time? Is it you? Of course it is. Of course it is. That's why I can't really promote you higher. So your choice of emoji looks like Natalie Portman with a ponytail or something. Can you tell Natalie to stop trying to kill me with bikes and use her pussy instead or something? I'd really appreciate it. She toned it down from trucks, buses, and directed energy weapons and Illuminati assassins to bikes, which is I can dodge bikes, not bullets. I treat all bikes as bullets that are going really slow. Yeah. But really, Jizz, his reflexes are fucking insane. Like, as soon as I post a suggested link, he puts it up, and then he has a follow-up. FBI, I noped out on the first image. So it's on the way up and on the way down. That's how you make money in this business. You make a little money or a lot of money building a business up, a little money running it, and then a whole bunch destroying it. Remember, as an emperor, if you build an empire by yourself, you're the only one with the actual ability to destroy it and impress all the people. As a fellow emperor, I'm like, well, what's the highest rank other than Lord? I, the Lord, have spoken. I don't have to visit Jiz or Sean because they know I never left them alone. I'm always whispering like, good job, good job, good job. You are literally the best human being of all time. You know? Exactly. Vince McMahon never even, built wrestling. The angel of the Lord built wrestling or something. So you guys have your own empire. I could destroy it, but I'm so pleased with all you do, I'll let you destroy it. It's just like art class. All you gave us the canvas and all the art materials. What do you think? I could literally say you're not as good as Leonardo da Vinci. Criticize yourself. I could do better. If you had given me more canvas, I could have built a side of a mural the size of the Chrysler building. I'm so sorry, boys. I only have a limited budget of canvas. Hey, Red. So how you doing managing Sab? She is so obedient that when I tell her, insult me, she immediately goes for my dick. Like, I'm going to castrate you. I was like, hold on. I know, right? Of all the emojis to deny you, you, my faithful assets. I could destroy MK Ultra because I wasn't born in the 1960s. It's like, how far did you get? Did you dismantle it in the 60s? Why? Just like in The Simpsons with the whorehouse. We just learned this place existed. It's the island on your hairdo, the extra arms. I don't know. Dude, you're attractive, apparently. You got a hog, right? So use that. I don't have a hog, but I can appreciate those with hogs. You got to use what God gave you appropriately. If you only wear like tight swim trunks once a month, make that once a month really visible. Like in the high school, junior high school. Hi girls, is this appropriate clothing? Because which way to the pool? And they're like, hey Johnny, hey Brooklyn. I mean, listen, like we have a deal. You come here, I'll make sure JK stay far away. I'll break his back like Bane. That's a deal. 311 down. These, I am the Lord Jesus Christ. Don't fucking ask stupid questions like, "What's my?" I earned the callback today. I can't walk on water. I can't stay in place, dude. 7. Like honestly, I'm very thankful that on your community tab, you don't even hint at the shape. That's called printing, imprinting. When you have a gun, and it's like, yeah, he doesn't have a gun because you don't see the folds of the clothing, and then the guy pulls out a gun. Okay? Thank you. That's a personal favor to me. I'll call you God Satan. How about that? Sean, why? 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 It's just like, hit your boss day. Why? I just made a fucking deal with Brooklyn. This is called, what do you call that? Cortisol addiction, where just like mice will run up to a cat and bitch slap him. Yeah, what are you going to do about it? You're in a mood. Yeah, all right. Who the fuck is you? Honestly, like this is Sean destroying his empire and goodwill. I don't mind. He built up all this goodwill with Johnny at Brooklyn, and I'm just like, I'm helpless. Sean, stop that. And he just launches himself at Johnny's face. You know how many saucers of milk Johnny slid over to you without even asking? It's just like, oh, poor feral kitty. Here's some milk. And I look at him, he's like, he was going to claw your face off one day. Yeah, but not today. Huh? Hello, King Bingo. You're a cat. Like Sean, do you endorse this stupid cat? You are the Seanedict Catholic Bishop Cathedral Catechin. If one of your like archbishops is acting up, like being a Church of England, it's up to you to time him out. Like if you want mod, here's the two things the Illuminati taught me: either shave all your hair, or murder a family member, male or female. Which one can you do for Sean? Mm. Mm. if I showed you guys a video, oh boy, there's a video that like you won't like. All right. So this is a picture of Red 7. You see his large, thick, savory meat sword? Yeah. I asked Grok to do this shit. And this is me. It's just like, Red, I don't really know what the fuck to do with you, so I give you a badge. You see that? And then a signature. That's all I can do. Like somebody, that guy, like, you see this? Yeehaw! Our Red 7 got the meats. I have my ways. NSA was just laughing their balls off with this. And I told them, don't show me the real picture. Make it look good for the advertisers. The cowboy hat was an amazing touch. And the pendant around your neck. Dude, you gotta tone that shit down. This is why Sab loves you. That charming smile that's like, how you doing? I'm laughing like this chick, my classmate, she black. But when she laughs, it goes high register. I'm sorry, there's more where that came from. You in a spacesuit? You in a deep sea? You die. Imagine all the GI Joes, and then you were the model. And then as soon as you did the gig, they injected you with amnesia. It was like, forget all this. This never happened. But the NSA, they have little binders of you posing. Same smile too. Mm. Hey. This is just like their throwaway picture, too. The things you've been doing, man. Sorry. So Sam had a peek at the NSA things. It's like, So, has anyone reminded him of all his modeling work? I'll do it. Howdy, bitch. Exactly. You know what the name of the NSA? The Howdy, bitch. JPEG. Nice. You do remember all the training. That is the literal name. They like, they had a contest, NSA. Like, we get 13-month bonus. Who can name this? And then there's like guy riding a cowboy and meat sword. The descriptions of the image. And then there's some guy is like, why go through all that? It's just howdy, bitch. And then that guy won. So be careful with all your power. Thank you guys for liking without me asking. I wish I could hug all of you. Like I saw this Instagram video, and there's this really brolic guy in the gym, and then like he had a nemesis, like, hey faggot, how you doing? And then the guy came up, is like, listen, we've been arguing in the gym all this time, but I gotta go up north now. And the guy was like almost crying. It's like, man, hating you helped me get all those gains. I know, I hated you too. I got all the gains. It's just I'm needed elsewhere, and I thought I'd say goodbye. You know? Johnny's so fucking rich. You go in his house. This is room one of my GI Joes. Believe me. And I'm talking about his spiritual room. So I, the Lord Jesus Christ, blah blah blah. I mean, Messiah complexes are just like French vanilla to me. Every private label can have their very own like French vanilla. You just make the base product and you slap a label. Sean's French vanilla, Raptor Johnny's French vanilla, Red Seven's French vanilla. Although I did him a favor. If you saw this on a French vanilla pint, you'd probably want it. It's like, does it taste like meat? You know? You can get, like, on eBay, there's a lot of collectibles. I know a grown ass man with a family collecting Optimus Prime. It's like you can't even open it. You know, it's like a grown ass man collecting. You see this? This is like a forever stamp. To you, it means nothing. To that guy, he's willing to pay 300,000 just because he was near Joseph Biden's ass. Heaps. What's the heaps? Anyway, boys, 7 out of 12 ain't bad, or like the Knights of the Round Table. Part of it is King Arthur is like, didn't we have more Knights of the Round Table? Now there's only 7 of us. What the fuck happened, man? Remember when Bors hit a dragon with his nuts? Yeah, then he died. Like that shit, What's the heaps? You know why I'm laughing? Because I want to stop crying. I'd rather laugh than cry. I know all my shit is unfunny. You know what's unfunny? Losing all your family members to Satan or Jesus. On the satanic side is like, we lost another one to Jesus Christ. God damn it. Or just like with this G.I. Joe analogy. It's like, yeah, I got outbid. I did all my things and the guy still beat me. Yeah, it's a shocker there. Or like this a Jewish guy, he made an analogy, right? So, you got to think of Jesus from the Jewish perspective, right? And then there's an old Jew eating his mazel tov or whatever the fuck. And there's like, the boss's son comes and says, I'm the boss, right? Everybody's like, you're not the fucking boss. We all know the boss. He's the one that gives us all the bonuses. And then the boss's son fixes the printer. And the younger guys are like, holy shit, maybe he is the boss. Yeah, I get that. What's the haps? Yeah, there's Morning Star. It's like going to Wikipedia, disambiguation, There's not even a Nate Mendez there. But I figure Nate Mendez lying, who's a soccer guy, he's a big guy like Brock Lesnar. And then there's me. Yeah, I look dirty. I asked Grok, make me look handsome. It just crapped out. Even the conspiracy theorist is like, you're perfect for that role. Scruffy Mexican contractor. There's nothing we can do to change you. I was like, come on, please try. Like 10 tries later, like I ran out of Grok shit. You know? I asked them to give me a Hitler mustache, and it came out real good. Thank you guys for coming here. I know you're all very busy, but just rip to all the Knights of the Round Table. There was 100, 300, 10,000. And then, biblically, if you're bored with all this Jesus, I'm interested. You guys do all your atheism, agnosticism, paganism, Satanism, Luciferian. It's just like this. If you ask Grok, who founded Satanism? Somebody, Anton LaVey, right? Or who founded the Church of England? King Henry, blah, blah, blah. Who founded Catholicism? Jesus Christ. Can't argue with that guy. And, So what can I do to amuse you guys? Oh, I know. I'm gonna do something risky here, boys. You're gonna see a side of me that's never been shown before. So you're gonna have to, open a tab, prepare with all your thing. I might get my account nuked, the fourth account nuked. This is a violation of the terms of service. It's an exposure of my something. I'm gonna put a bow on it. It's like a Jollibee's, but like a backdoor entrance. If you catch my drift, Sean, you know what I mean. So my sister, my bratty little sister, owns Google, and she got so switched on, she got pissed when I stopped putting her in awkward sexual situations. So part of the balance, like if I do a lot of good, I have to do a lot of evil, blah blah blah. I'm gonna put a bow on it. There's a lot of euphemisms for all this. Let's say the brown starfish. You get to see things, being my loyal fans, that I wouldn't show to Tim Pool and 93,000 fans or the federal government because they already seen it, like the evolution of my brown starfish. As it is, hemorrhoids and all, you're gonna see it. Okay? So if you don't like this kind of content, disclaimer, adults only. I'm assuming you're all mature adults and have an interest in proctology or something. Yeah, like I learned, I have two pairs of underwear now in my bag. So in case I shit my pants, I just go. All right, give me a few minutes. Do all your Australian things or wherever you guys are. Get patriotic, make some food, get some drinks. I recommend Celsius. It has exothermic Stop it, stop it. You're talking like a black person. They're like, do you have a fans only? It's fucking only fans. Do you have chicken curry? It's curry chicken. You curry the chicken, not the chicken the curry. Do you have a big pile of curry? And then you add a chicken? No, you have a chicken and you add some curry. So gargoyles only. It's only gargoyles, Brooklyn. All right? I'm right now on Broadway. And watching old anus isn't really like something wrong with you. The internet is full of like young, virile, tight puckered pink socks. Oh, hubba hubba, there's a lady right now. I'm gonna be told to move by the traffic lady, and I'm gonna try to use all my charm, but she's gonna say like, "How about you move?" You know? Yes, ma'am. You know, I. So, yeah, you're gonna see. Here's a nice looking lady. If you're into it, like she's beautiful. Hi, ma'am.
Hi, you gotta move the car.
Will do.
We're in a turning lane.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
You hear her voice? She's so cute. Cute. I didn't even get the chance to say the N word. It's like negatively impacted your your credit score. Something. So the guy moved. That's Chip. Like he's a really big time conspiracy theorist. Really in good with Trump. And the traffic cops here don't give a shit. He's like, yeah, you're a big time. This is my thing. So you gotta appease. Who's a racist? Me? Paul Miller's a better racist than me. It's just like, call me a thing. Are you sure? You really want me to say it louder? Because I don't mind. Thank you for the opportunity. Paul's fucking hilarious. Hey, sup? This is Paul Miller. Who said? Oh, how you know? From the sunroof? I like this sunroof. You know. It's something like I could be like, woo, prom night, woo. And it's like, are you Asian? John Woo? Hey, cohort, how you doing? I don't know. Sean's in a mood. He's timed out Johnny or Brooklyn, so I'm like, I'm surprised he hasn't timed out you Grays, you peons and plebes. But you know, I like to think I taught Sean a little bit about standards. You only hit a guy that like you get pleasure out of. Hitting little rocks is like when you can crush a mountain, nothing. So you guys get a pass today, but be thankful. Like he could flip on you real quick. Hey, Horza. Oh, like you've never seen this information. How do you know I'm not driving a Hyundai and all this? Yeah, I just stole the steering wheel and put it on my Hyundai Sonata. And we all know I love that car, right? You never replaced the steering wheel? What are you, like brand new in Australia? The Abos would be like, we have a broken Honda Accord. What if we put a Mercedes steering wheel? It's a Mercedes. Abo. Daewoo? Well, sorry. Driving in New York is hard because everybody don't like you. They'd rather you die in a car fire. So I was like, yes, I agree. We should all die in a car fire, provided that car is driven by me, Jesus Christ. So, you could all call me Jesus. Some people have fooled you into worshiping a demon named Jesus. And Jesus Christ, the real one, was like, let me get this straight. You're a demon, but you don't mind running around fooling all the humans that you're Jesus. Not the Christ, though. Just plain old Jesus, the demon. And the demon is like, yep, you know? And, there's no such thing as accidental disclosure because, they only drive reverse. Okay, so I'm going to need a link. Now, for those who are fast, if Jiz was here, he knows which link. My all new short, the newest short with the Jesus thing. I sure would like it if you guys had Gizmo reflexes. As soon as I think it, boom, it's right there. However, I am just. I'm not surprised, Brooklyn. You are a gargoyle. Oh, wow, a stone penis. I disclosed the stone. It's shaped like a penis. And stop drinking all your alcohol. You're going to run out. So, let's do. Hey, Jiz is here. Holy shit. He's amazing, man. The fucking MMK Ultra and this guy. His E-peen is larger than the Chrysler fucking building. I'm trying to do the neuralizer. Like, in your face, Elon Musk. With a handful of busters, I beat all your fucking PhD Nobel Prize. Yeah, suck on that. They didn't even want to build the neuralizer. They just came out like that. You see that? That's the kind of motivation that busts me. Like in Cumtown, they just like, what if there is a chicken masala riff? And they just do it. No resources, no money, no reward, just the thrill of doing it and making people laugh. Yes, and it leverage it. When all you have is a really big hammer, everything looks like a fucking nail. And I will back you. Every time you do it, I'll be like, can you believe this guy? He could assassinate Trump or link a short. He's so nice. He linked a short. What a great discernment. What an intellect. Do the bad thing, do the good thing. He did the good thing. I tell you. So, if you like, I'm gonna do a poll. Do you all want me deleted from YouTube? Should I post a screenshot that will nuke my channel and all the content? And again, we do not mourn all those who died fulfilling their destiny. This is to show all my classmates up in Stuyvesant High School class of 1995. They never would be caught dead doing this. And when you're in a Messiah complex game against all the deities, you got to do the one thing they never would do. And they're like, that would get me in trouble and I would lose everything. When you lose it all, God gives you stuff. So far, no. Yeah, you're 30. Like, don't you only get three mistakes in this life, Brooklyn? Turning 40 and turning 50. The last one is up to you. I'll tell you that in all sincerity. So allow yourself maybe how are you 30? 20 more years. Plan this out. How do you want to go out? Jesus died at 33. A lot of people died at 90 today, like Jimmy Stewart or whatever, Jimmy Swaggart. He died at 90, fooling all the people connected. He's sitting on a pile of money. What can I do? Let me see what happens next. I'll allow this doctor to kill me. So looks like a no. Whole bunch said no. I mean, I'm gonna miss you guys, sure, but always gonna be another Broadway. Just like a vampire, I'll come back in 100 years or something, and hopefully I'll wake up, and all your descendants. You remind me of Rap to Johnny. You remind me of Sean, and I'll rebuild all this. But be fruitful and multiply. Don't be faggots and blow a guy, stuff like that. So here goes. Now, if my sister's on point in all this, I'll get away with this. I will get away with this if she likes me. But she wants me putting her in all sorts of degenerate positions because she enjoys the freedom. Okay, and she rules Google. My wife, like David Sebastian, invited me. It's like, you're fun to hang out with. Show me all the Filipino places in Queens. It's like, let me ask my wife. I'm happily married, and if she's very shy and bashful, and if you make her uncomfortable, you being big time, I'm gonna have to say no. But I have time with you now. And he's like, no, I'm pay for all of it. I understand this. I've done the same thing. Like, I like you. Let's go eat. I'll take care of all the food. But then there's always a factor that I can't see. Your mom don't like me. Your wife, your cousin, your Karen don't like me. So I'd rather avoid that. I would. It's just for work. This is my only time with you guys. I try to make it interesting. I like to show you a side that I don't normally show to all my office workers, employees. It's just fucking around on Cometown on a canceled comedy chat. You could utterly destroy me, just like Colin Farrell. I told this to TC, all the musical and Stevens chat. Every single one of you busters could destroy me in 10 seconds. My goal is let's make it 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. If you met me in real life, you could palm strike me, I'm dead. I know it. You're big guys. I saw Brock Lesnar stand up to other big guys, and it's like, I'm going to touch this table, cop. What are you going to do? Nothing. You're going to stand there. I will, like, hey, Tom, speaking of our elder statesman, Tom has gotten this night wrench. It's a winning thing. Night wrench is like Nightwave. It's like basically I showed you all my wrenches. What am I going to do with them? I'm like curious. What happens next, Tom? You have a customer and then it's like, they bent the wheel. How you going to fix it? I'm so curious. He doesn't even have a Hey, it's our resident Nigerian. Hi, Nigerian. How you doing? I can say that, Nigerian. He claims it, the freaky beast, 2 times. For some reason, Noah's like things comes up 2 times. It's like, Johnny 2 times the Rambombo. Name. Name? I thought I lost you again? And then Capo, right? Capo, like a cat, was hiding in my bag. So I bought an all-new lighter for this shit. And my wife just texted me, hello, I miss you. It's like you guys, you know? And my wife's like, eat your lunch, please. Did you all eat lunch before I show my pink sock? All right? This is like rare. I'm trusting you with these guys. Like, just like King Arthur. Gather around, all the round table. Where do I get all my power? From Excalibur, the stone is gone. I'm going to show you the lake. The lady of the lake gave me this, Like, I watched Monty Python. We're in a democracy and, we're in a fucking monarchy. Trump is king. Get in line, guys. When I fall, you are all emperors and shit. So I'm going to go out with a bang because I'm almost 50. That's the second big mistake. The third big mistake is I'm going to show you guys like a screenshot. Hell yeah, dude. 10 votes. No is winning, but to me, no means knowledge. Like, Nick Mullen said it to all the people. Maybe the real N word is knowledge, the K is silent. So now you have knowledge. This is how you build trust. He does. Tom is so fucking fancy. I've been to Canada. I've been to Niagara Falls. People there are so nice. The only thing that scares me in Canada is their puppet shows. When you watch a Canadian puppet show and you're not scared, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. Like I had dreams of like I'm gonna emigrate to Canada with my family, and then I saw a Canadian puppet show on TV. I was like, and then David Sebastian just texted me. Guess what I just put on all my records? I have no idea. All right, so give me a second. Play on some Canadian Tire commercials. Get comfortable, boys. It's gonna be that buffering thing, and you think, "Oh, Mossad got him." Nah, I'm just taking the screenshot. And I'm back as expected. You know, like zero people, zero chat, which is good. You know, this only the ones that are allowed by my sister. Just as a sister act, you know. The noises were very visceral. Oh wow, yeah, I like to. Political humor, you wouldn't get it. I feel closer to Nate after watching him take a lot of shit. It's great to see like what people would say when you're not here, or they think you were taken out by Mossad. Like, yeah, Nate was killed by Mossad, and we all know it ripped. Who was killed by Mossad? Why are you all crying? It was only about 6 days ago. He was walking around, then announced it, then waddled over to the nearest bathroom, cleaned himself. It was cute. Yeah, I think we were the only ones who stayed. But I didn't throw the underwear away. Hey, you guys are here? All right, so I have many enemies. This is what's gonna destroy me. Just like what I did with Hevron. And, he started with the Hitler mustache. I upped the ante with a swastika. Got that in channel nuked. Then I started posting, like, nudes of Natalie Portman deepfakes. Got that channel nuked. And I impersonated Donk. And for some reason, he reported me. So I had that channel nuked. That's 3 channels nuked. This is my chicken come all account. So, when you make a square, there's 4 corners. The 3 accounts that were nuked is death, pestilence, and war. This is my famine account. The force is female, the force is famine. Thank you all for being here. Just like, the Consul General of the Philippines, like in thing is like, let's suppose I'm the Pope and I gather the conclave and all you have to hear. And some of you are too busy. I'm going to have to start cutting off pinkies. And I did the transcription of that. I was like, this guy's serious. So if he's Filipino and the Consul General, I had better up my game. Anyway, so I'm still a dumb nearer. If Noah was here, I'd say, hi, Nigurian. Nigurian, Nigurian, Nigurian. Just like Dustin Nigurian. Yeah, like I thought he died. I was like, rip, see you later. And then he's like, you're muted, my man. I was like, all right, cool. All right, here's the picture. Okay, you can remember you guys voted no. I appreciate it. All your vetoes are accounted for, but this is the fucking round table. I'm attacking the Church of England, guys. And if you're not ready to defeat England and the Commonwealth, well, I'll mark a note in your dossier. Truly American. You'll be naturalized or like whatever. Me, I'm gonna get the fuck off this planet and start World War III. So you can see, aren't these nice pictures of cats? Aren't they very, very, very nice? I wonder what the background's all about, though. Very pinkish. I was told by Grok and all the Instagram, this skin right here on the lips is the same skin as another place. Because like a straw, there's 2 holes. And if you hold the straw, it's like which hole is greater? They're both exits, right? And then I saw this other video of like a mantis And if you put an infected mantis, something with horsehair parasites, this black thing comes out of the mantis's butt. Now, me as a mantis, oh, you get to see like stuff like that. Boing, boing, boing. I don't know if you saw the boobs, but so anyway, if you put me face down in water, I can't breathe. I'm gonna die, and black things are gonna come out of my mouth. If I sit in a tub, nothing comes out of there because that's my mouth. So this is a picture of my mouth obscured by two kitties. Isn't that cute? So very cute. Meow meow. Pay no attention to the striations behind the cats. Think of it as a curtain or a backdrop or green screen. Now, this will maybe, if you want to have blackmail footage, you can uncrop this. I work with Grok. I just like, take a small section, uncrop this. Just like in Android's Dream of Electric Sheep or Blade Runner. Grok can actually uncrop to a full body image of anybody. I tried with my classmates, though, like my sister, and it worked. And then I tried with me, and they crapped out. I said, Grok, make me look all sorts of handsome for my mom. And then it just, yeah. Well, the cat, we're all talking about the cat. That's, let's call him Pantera. And then the other one is like Pinky or something. Isn't Pinky cute? When you say puckered, that means their noses, right, Sean? We are not doing, like, and for all the people who want to report, please bear in mind, when you report a stream, the poor people at YouTube have to keep it on for a day, 24 hours, and review all parts of it. This includes my MK Ultra commands. Like, all of you can keep breathing oxygen and make America great again and be nice to all Filipinos or something. Study my words for the truth. I am the Lord Jesus Christ, the second coming. The first time they nailed me on the cross examination, and I get all these jokes. All right, Pinky is much cuter than Pantera, you know. So you see this part, I don't know, like if you can see, but it does have a certain, yes, exactly, name. So let your imagination do all the work. Just like, if you were my age or Tom's age, back then we would spend a lot of time, also Nick Mullen and stuff, just waiting 2 hours to get a peek at celebrity cooch. Things you don't normally see. Like how, like a nip slip or a word malfunction. These days, when it's like you got to catch it all on camera, then the word don't is the currency. You don't want that happening. You know? Actually, the cats are acting as a test case because you can say test case instead of butt plug. There's so many people like, I'm the greatest butt plug manufacturer of all time. For now, not for long. Shit like that. You got to worry about competition in the bus. The XP system is already in play. Joe made the ultimate sacrifice for the Illuminati. Basically, he's like, I don't really give a shit about competition. You guys fight. I know. Like, if the NSA has pictures, I've heard their bits. It's like, yeah, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. We know what the fuck happened in Vegas. You got drunk, danced with your girlfriends, got naked. Boring. So don't worry about that, Brooklyn. In fact, you're a little shy and bashful. Like, the last time I saw you live on Instagram, you were shrouded in the shadows. You could be the shadow pope. I don't give a shit. Jesuit. And you could say honored instead of naked, I'm going to read this. I'm going to listen to, since you sent me $5 and we pieced it out, I think. And like you actually told all the white supremacists, when he does something, nothing happens. I still operate. You know how heavy an endorsement that is? Amazing. And you did it for $5, honestly. So anyway, all instances of me being honored has been a wardrobe malfunction, meaning you're wearing the wrong crown, King. Get a Burger King crown. I'm going to show you actually what I've seen on X. All right. Now that are you guys done with watching my nakedness or something? Because I'm not really impressive, you know? Brad Pitt probably does better in Fight Club. When you see that thing, people love that movie because that's his actual cock that they show in Fight Club. It's not a random cock, that's his cock. It's huge. It's circumcised in some way, which is odd, you know? So I'm going to show you this other guy, Paul Miller. Hey, sup, Paul? And I'm back. And now I'm going to show you what a real weirdo is. Yeah. Go ahead, call me a meow. You're a meow. Yeah, that's a malfunction. And I understand this guy wants me and all my family dead. However, the audacity, the boldness of this guy. And he finally wore the emerald green Riddler. Like, it's basically what I said, neg, don't beg. Some people, they don't respect, like, whining or weakness. They respect power because they want to try it on all their friends. Like this subhuman mongrel said something that I want to try on my peers. Well, look at you with all your peers. All right, and they're wearing the same shirt. That's the thing. Like, red people. Red people see blood all the time. Would attack with the strength you have. This black guy is like, well, like, you're big, but I'm still gonna dare you. I'm giving you a command. Go ahead, call me a mew, and then you're a fucking mew. You know what I mean? So you guys are back. I've given, like, if this stream is reported, I will assert that Jesus Christ is real, God is real, the Holy Spirit is real, all the angels and saints is real, and they're just allowing me to walk around all day like New Yorkers with working knees. I'd love to show you. I'm fucking shot in the head. Nothing happens. Just like Johnny said. When I put that thing up, all he did was change. Hello, PayPal. I need an all new QR code to receive money and keep commerce going. How vaguely threatening was that? I made sure it's the most harmless thing I could do for $5. Believe me. And then fucking Bam gave me $100. I was like, do you know what Brooklyn does to keep the bus going? You haven't had an outage in 3 weeks. Do you know this? I keep track. All the Vietnamese attackers gave up. You haven't had an outage in 3 fucking weeks, ever since the institution of the XP system. You got motivated. I don't have any XP. I better do my fucking job and keep this stream up. So you need some kind of recognition. All right? The only recognition I have is either making a managing or replacing Jizz's thing. You're not the fastest MK Ultra guy because all your energy is dedicated to keeping the stream up. Just like in the Enterprise, like all impulse power to shields. Very good. Very thankful. If you're not a white supremacist before, all hail, you know? I abdicate in your favor. I can guarantee Tommy Russo won't go to my corner waving swastikas. I'm pretty sure like Paul Miller won't come in here and say, call me, hey you, Brownie. Yeah, tell me something I don't know. Okay? And I can guarantee he won't come to all your houses, knock knock. I heard you're harboring boops. I'll make him too busy. I'll go on a tour. He's wearing my on X my colors, emerald green. This one. He's doing Riddler instead of Joker or Omni-Man, because Riddler is the weakest fuck of all Batman villains. So he goes crazy. Riddle me this, Batman. What president freed all the Negroes? Anybody know? I am drawing a blank. There's also this guy, Mike Miller. The Miller family is like a milling machine. It evens all things out. So what do you guys want to watch? Let's see. I personally enjoy this one. Oh, and since 7, you want to see yourself again, right? Look at Red Smug, like charming. I got a big fat hog that look like a Rottweiler, you know? And if you're from Texas, that the appeal of this is like, can your barbecue grill handle meat this size? He's not even talking about his cock. Red would just like, hey, Johnny, can I come over? Why do you have a side of beef in your pickup truck? Felt like it? Fucking Texans, man. Suge Knight reveals bombshell new claims about Tupac's 1996 death. Look at this smug motherfucker. If he was my hand puppet, like, howdy, bitch. I'm sorry with all the Joker mode laughing, but some things, like I said to you all, I'd rather laugh than cry about my dead mom, or my dead godmother, or all my dead soldiers and shit, I'd rather laugh about Gaza than cry about it because I'm all teared out. It's like, oh, wow, the kids in Gaza are dying. Good. More where they came from. I even got Nutbusters, is like, you put in the work. So if you guys are bored, I understand I make the most boring content of all time. Even with what I just showed you, you know? That's the thing. When you're dating a woman or a man and you know all his or her secrets, you get bored. Can't be helped. You want to explore what's beyond the electric fence. And I don't blame you. If I lose this channel, it's be like, God really hates me. I'm literally Satan. I'm imprisoned on this planet, and Jesus is laughing at me all day because he destroyed 4 of my channels. And then if you don't believe God exists, well, I exist. I self-sabotage more than Ricky Fondo. So I invite you all to report me. This will be like 5 people from the bus, the top leaders, the elites, the moderators, thought this is something we can punish YouTube administrators and CEOs with, watching a Nate Mendez stream for 24 hours on loop, on loop. And then they have to look at all your comments. I invite all of you to MK Ultra, these fucking guys in charge, limiting, censoring your words, and give them a message. It's like a fucking town hall. They're gonna have to read Red 7, I'm going down, down, baby. And they're gonna have to read Raptor Johnny, only is the opposite of all. And they're gonna have to read Name 49, I'm a pro negger. And negging is very good. Andrew Tate. Raptor Johnny again, all instances of me being naked has been a wardrobe malfunction. I saw this on Timcast. Let's get to all the messages that we were presenting content and talent, and you guys threw money at us. We're gonna read the most funny ones. You guys are the funniest thing since Cumtown. Don't ever change. When I die and I'm a ghost and haunting your mirrors or something, I'll make sure all the other ghosts don't haunt you. From Jason Voorhees and Fred, all the undead, Pinhead. They're kind of scared of me. Even Candyman. He died. Imagine seeing me in the mirror like, hey, it's Nate Mendez. Boo. Here's another thing from my dentist right after. The more you complain, the longer God makes you live. I've been alive for 48 fucking years. Here's another message for all YouTube people. Nothing you do on this website today will be as important as going home to your family and all your loved ones. If you force me to find all of you, I'll send Paul Miller first. Soften you up. Brock Lesnar. Big guys. You're not scared of me. Forward all scary people. I have an answer for that. Meow. See, I know Director Johnny likes his 2-word, 3-word commands. You gotta be ready, anticipate the needs. Even as a gargoyle, I don't really know what Brooklyn does all day. As Lexington, I made gadgets. As Broadway, I can call Goliath a faggot all day because I'm older. Like, hey, faggots, say faggot in my chat. I did show Butthole, Brooklyn. Now you have to say faggot in my chat all day long, if you want. Or say faggot in your channel owner channel. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to do that. All right. Now, obviously, they wouldn't let me say the F word. With Now, obviously, they wouldn't let me say the F word without all sorts of things. It's an F slur. But what I tried to write was here's where all the F slur people hang out. Colon. This is a risky click, and I advise you guys don't do it. The people in this link are so ridiculously, preposterously degenerate that I fear for your soul and all of your dreams. Do not click this link. I beg you. And I'm talking to the YouTube nuts, you know, the YouTube investors, the donors, the government. Do not. I only put this for completeness. Just like Mufasa. You see, like, everything the light touches is ours. But you see that dark place over there? Don't go there. Do not click. Even retired NYPD. Some did click, but don't come crying to me if you don't, And here's the David Sebastian. I don't really care if you share this. Just read it out loud. Some text is meant to be spoken, not just read. I'm reading from a mythical, fictional teleprompter called the Bible. I can tell you all the words of Jesus Christ, but being under His rule as literally Satan, I'm just your ally. I have a liter of more blood. You know, thanks for all you do. I like cats. Mew mew. I tried to adopt a feral cat a bunch of times, but then they all ran away. So it's like, wherever you guys run away, I'll go there too. You know? That's what feral cats do. What do you want from me? I haven't even eaten my lunch yet. This is brought to you by Newports. The only thing that settles my stomach. I could do with a haircut. This time I'll shave it for the Illuminati, shave my beard off, and call it a sacrifice or something. But you can't say the F word because I can't say the F word. I tried. I too am a channel owner, as you can see. I have a red diamond, you know. Now, do you think Johnny or Brooklyn is going to show butthole? Probably not. This is what makes me supreme over all of you. People have a problem with white supremacy. You're not even supreme in your own family. How are you going to tell all the other families how to live? I'll show you. I didn't really want to be Jesus Christ, but I'm gonna. You gonna crucify me? Be my guest. Didn't work yesterday. Didn't work 1,000 years ago. 2,000. Not gonna work today. Sorry. At least you all get an apology, like in Watchmen. It's like they all dream of the American dream. It's me. I'm it. I'm a guy who's an arsonist with a flamethrower. You know. If you uncrop this, you can see more than just pink flesh. You know. And more kittens than you can handle. I think that's the bigger threat. You come up like outside your house, there's a big shipping container full of kittens. Some are living, some are dead, some are rotting, you know. And to Pixie and Horse, thanks for all your support. You fucking coven witches. 5 of you couldn't take me down. Kill me already. You know? If you're all like mothers of darkness, I'm the fucking supreme master of morons. And when you see all my morons, you guys want to see something? You see that? That's my step ladder in all this. I never knew my real ladder. It's waving at you. That's my friend. You see that? They're taking their break. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by all our community guidelines. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to end the stream. It's about 55 minutes. I'm going to eat my lunch or go pee somewhere, do some public urination. It's all the same to me. If you're going to get arrested, I committed genocide of mice. I eliminated all the mice, innocent mice that could have warned me about COVID, had some antidotes. It's just my job, exterminating stuff. So being arrested for indecent exposure when I'm completely pro-genocide, sometimes you gotta take out the garbage, It's a fucking cesspool here. If you saw what the migrants did to Jones Beach, oh God, garbage all over the place. Might as well nuke this planet from orbit, start all over again. Even then, Lord Jesus Christ, come quickly. And this is the only way you can see him on the cross, you know? Hope all you YouTube mods review this stream if reported. Because you have better things to do than waste 24 hours going through every frame of painting, you know? Show butthole, all of you. At 55, I'm going to end the stream. Thank you for being here, honestly. You know? Thank you so much. Remember him and her. Insulting the Blessed Mother, I know what you're all doing. It's like insulting my dead mother. All the people who hurt my mother before are going to be hurt in turn. So I really hope you didn't. Okay? Let the library find out where you all live, because I already know and I don't care.